one of the places I got to go, this is actually a photo of a papyrus. I've actually shared this papyrus before. This isn't new. Um, one of the things I'll hear from people is, well, in the Greek sources, God's name is written Yahweh. Okay, whether that's true or not is a different discussion. But I found that there was a Greek papyrus where it has the name of God in Hebrew, written in Greek letters, and it says there Yehoah. Yehoah sounds awfully like Yehovah.
Mm-hmm.
They were writing the vowels out as Yehoah. Now I knew about this. This one's at the British Library, papyrus number 121. And I knew about this other one, which is a papyrus in it's located in Berlin. And so when I went to Berlin, I was actually able, they didn't let me handle the papyrus, but I was able to photograph it. And the story of me getting this photo, Michael, is kind of incredible. So they had on display in Berlin at this museum. It's called the New Museum, the Neues Museum. At the New Museum, they have the head of Nefertiti, which the Germans stole from Egypt.
Okay.
And it's the centerpiece of their museum.
Mm-hmm.
And they have guards all over the place so that you do not take a photo of the bust of Nefertiti. And why is that? Presumably it's because they want to sell photographs themselves.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. So this manuscript, this Greek manuscript papyrus with Yehoah in Greek, is actually in the room next to the Nefertiti exhibit. And they have 5 or so papyruses, and they're stacked one on top of another. And if you press a button, one of them slides out, stays there for a few seconds, and then slides back in. And the reason they do that is they don't want it to be constantly exposed to the light.
Okay.
So this limits the light exposure. So I see this, and I'm like, this is a manuscript. I wrote to the library and asked them for a photograph, a color photograph, and they never responded at the New Museum. And there I am standing over it, and there's guards everywhere to make sure you don't take photos. But I somehow miraculously was able to get this photo. So you can see there in black and brown where it says Yehoah in the Greek. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so people can hopefully see it. It has iota, epsilon, omega, alpha. It says there Yehoah, just like in the one in the British Library. Now, I'm not saying this proves Yehovah's name is Yehovah. That is the pronunciation. I'm saying you have lots of different variations in the Greek manuscripts. One person counted them as 33 different variations. And you can't just say, well, we have Yahweh in the Greek. No, we have lots of things in the Greek because the Greeks didn't know how to pronounce the name. And they had heard Jews saying different things. Maybe they had misheard certain things. And in this case, in this papyrus, they write it as Yehoah.